the government always has to prove its point. The government doesn't get freebies, right? It's not that government's bad. It's just that the government owes the citizens an explanation. And the distribution and separation of powers within each of the 50 states and within the federal government, and then federalism as the distribution across, means you're going to have more arguments. That's sort of the unwritten spirit behind our Constitution, that a government never gets a freebie. A government is always going to have to argue. You're always going to have to explain. You're always going to have to get multiple pieces of the government. You may get a piece of legislation passed, and guess what? You get sued. Someone brings a suit. It could be a state suing the federal government. It could be a private entity suing the federal government or state government, right? Because you've got these independent courts in the states and in the federal government. So it's a great principle that restraint doesn't mean immobilize, doesn't mean cancel. It just means the burden of proof is always on government, wherever it is, state government, local government, federal government. Prove it. Really, this is so important. You have to spend tax dollars. This is really so important. You have to restrain free citizens from doing something. Really, this is so important. We need to go to war. Really? Why? Tell me. And it's not going to be one argument. It's not going to be 10 arguments. They're going to have to do it 1,000 times.